This is unbelievable.
Morris, 116 yards. Where's this great run defense? Where's the great Pro Bowler Chris Jenkins? Where is he?
It's been gone for weeks.
He should have another hamburger, too. Unbelievable.
It's been gone for weeks. This team's forte first part of the year is they stop the run. This wasn't Mercury Morris. This was Maurice Morris, and they made him look like Jim Brown. I mean, that makes no sense. The Seahawks are trying to give you the football game by turning it over twice.
Yep.
All right? It's not like Seattle played this perfect game. Yes, in the red zone. And the Jets couldn't take advantage of it.
Unbelievable.
They marched down the field in their opening drive, and yes, Mangini should have gone for it, but after that, the offense went away. Mangini showed no emotion, which I don't have a problem with until it reflects your football team, because this football team showed no emotion. This football team looked like a quitting bunch. It looked like a team that wasn't ready for the moment. They weren't playing an 11-3 team. They were playing a 3-11 team.
Incredible.
And there's no other way to put it. Let me quote Cole Hamels. This was a choke job.
Big time.
A choke job by this football team.
Again, big time. No doubt about it. And a couple other things, too, from this game. How about Bubba Franks, who's been nothing but a big stiff all year? How about him holding on to that little pass that would have been like a 15-yard first down on that series that ended with Mangini deciding not to go for the field goal after the penalty? How about him? What a waste he has been. Oh, please. How about the unbelievable illegal formation penalty when they converted it like a 3rd and 6 for a first down? Illegal formation.
Too many penalties, Joe.
Calvin Pace with a face mask.
Another dumb penalty.
Oh, my God. Oh.
Too many penalties. And Eric Mangini after this game, and I don't even know why I did it. Maybe I like to just watch death. But I turn on the Jets' Eric Mangini press conference, and he's explaining.
Oh, please.
He's explaining, Joe, this is great, why he didn't kick the field goal from 50 after Feely would have hit it at 45. And his explanation
what was it? I didn't see it.
Was we would have given them too good a field position.
Please.
Guess what, Eric? Did you notice the field position you gave Seattle when you went for it on your own 20? Did you notice? Because
that
Seattle, hey, Coach, Seattle didn't mean to move the football a yard to set up a field goal to make it a 2-possession game. You want to be like Belichick? You want to look like Belichick?
Please.
You want to act like Belichick? In a very similar situation, Bill Belichick punted the football away against the Jets in that Thursday night. In fact, if I'm not mistaken, there was less time left. So if you want to start acting like Bill Belichick, why don't you think like him instead of making probably one of the worst play call decisions I've ever seen? And that's where it starts, Joe, because the other ones you can at least debate. You cannot debate this one. This is a move that
you're right. It's undebatable.
This causes this move.
Football 101, bro.
Oh.
Football 101.
Easier than that.
Absolutely. And one other guy I got to get on, too, because this guy, too. You know, how about Ty Law on that one play, that deflected ball that hit him right in the hands for an easy interception? The Jets would have had the ball on the Seattle 40, maybe better with a return. How about him holding on to the ball, too?
And
I guarantee you right now, if he had a Patriot jersey on, he would have caught the ball with his feet. He's another one. Oh, my, bro, I hate this team. You know what? 40 years, they've given me nothing but agita and aggravation. They've given their fans nothing. All they care about is PSLs, shiny new stadium, in bed with the Giants. It's a freaking joke.
But here's the thing. No, here's why I can't take that. This team, especially Mike Tannenbaum, did everything they could to win this year. They spent a ton of money, and they gave this coach the tools to win.
Absolutely.
And that's why I can't rip Tannenbaum.
7 Pro Bowlers, bro. Seven.
And look at the money they spent to improve this offensive line, which obviously worked. The money for Calvin Pace. The money for Tony Richardson, who, by the way, played well on the ground.
He was their best player yesterday.
Yeah, he was fantastic on 3rd and short.
Unbelievable.
So, look, the PSLs are a different story, but Mike Tannenbaum and Woody Johnson gave Mangini the pieces to win. And I told you this 2 weeks ago. You know what? Even if the Jets did make the playoffs, I could have sat here and made a case for him to come back for a year. It's very difficult. I know we're all very upset right now, but it's very difficult to rationalize how you can bring back a coach
just can't.
Who cost his team a football game.
Yep.
That's what happened.
And a season. I mean, they're 8-3, bro. This team was 8-3 and rolling. Rolling. They look like a championship contender. What happened? They
choked. That's what happened.
They lose to the crummy Broncos, who are right now, basically blew the AFC West. I mean, amazed how they lose at home to Buffalo with the division title on the line yesterday is unbelievable. They lose to that garbage. They lose to the 49ers, a 6-win team. I know they got a little life now. Big deal. They lose to the Raiders, who won 4 games all year. I mean, come on, it's ridiculous.
And they got lucky they beat Buffalo. Look,
it was a miracle they won that game.
The Jets choked down the stretch.
No question.
There's no other way to put it.
No other way to say it.
Now, can they make the playoffs? Yeah, they can make the playoffs.
Big deal.
Are they going to make the playoffs?
Never happening.
You can't see it happening. Because, A, you've got to beat a team with more heart than you, known as the Miami Dolphins, who can play in cold weather, might I say. So I don't want to hear the bad weather as an excuse.
That's right. Coldest game in their history yesterday in Kansas City, and they showed you something coming back from a touchdown down to win that game.
They have heart.
Yep.
And then you've got to pray for help. Either New England has to lose in Buffalo, and if you saw what they did to the Cardinals yesterday, they ain't losing to anybody. Yep. And then you've got to hope for the Ravens to lose. So is it possible? Yes. Is it likely? No. The Jets are not making the playoffs.
Absolutely not.
They went from 8-3, beating Tennessee, the top of the world, to pulling a Denver Bronco-esque choke job. The only thing that can make you feel good is there was another team in this league who choked worse, and that's the Broncos, assuming they lose to the Chargers next week.
Right, and they'll probably, because everybody's going to love San Diego next week, and Denver will probably win. That's how it seems to be that the NFL works. I don't know what else to say, man. This is as bad. There's been plenty of choke jobs over the years by the Jets. I don't want to start documenting all the years. We don't need to have to do that. But this is as bad as it gets, and this guy is got to go. Mike Tannenbaum, I know he's your buddy, okay? And you're right about Tannenbaum.
Can't blame him. I can't blame him.
I'm not. Did a terrific job in the offseason. Got nothing bad to say about him. All right, show me something now, Mike, and get rid of this guy because he stinks. He's over his head. He has no clue. He's like a robot. He's got no emotions. For a guy that learned under Belichick and Parcells, how could he beat his bed? How is that possible? How could this guy, when he learned under Bill Parcells and Bill Belichick, be an absolute fraud as an NFL head coach?
Because there are moments in every season in certain games in which champions rise to the occasion, and then there are moments where you choke, where you let the ground ball go through your legs. Eric Mangini let that happen, all right? And that's tough to do. It's tough to even have a situation where you could cost your team as badly as you do and make a decision as stupid as he made. I can't find one person, one NFL expert, whether it's Boomer Esiason or anybody else, who could actually defend the asinine play call that we saw with 3 minutes to go.
Absolutely. Bro, I am with you 100%. And I'll leave before we go to the break. I'll say this, okay? All right? And what I said the last couple weeks, remember, Miami, they got Bill Parcells. They know Sperano's the coach, but Bill's looming. They got Bill Parcells, Michael Corleone. The Patriots, they got Bill Belichick, Sonny Corleone. The Jets, we got Mangini, Fredo Corleone. If you know the Godfather, nothing else needs to be said. It is an out-and-out disgrace that this team has blown it again. Just unbelievable.
I expect 90% of people to say yes, but our text poll, Jet fans, do you want Eric Mangini fired? 1 for yes, 2 for no, 4 WFAN, 49326. They could still make the playoffs, but it's not likely. Do you want Mangini fired? 1 yes, 2 no, 4 WFAN, 49326.